Hey superstars, welcome back to one of my Through the Mail autograph videos where I doodle a player and bug him for an autograph. It feels like 8 years ago when I last visited my friends at Triple Play Vintage and found this really cool 68 Tony LaRussa card. Man, I miss going to the LCS, but they are still selling mail order and no contact store pickup if I get the itch. Sort of like baseball card takeout. Everybody knows that LaRussa was the super rad manager of the dominant Oakland A's teams in the late 80s and the St. Louis Cardinals of the 90s. But where are we going to go with this one today? Am I going to rattle off how impressive LaRussa's career was? Or am I going to go off the rails again? I haven't gotten super silly lately, so it's time for some nonsense. During Tony's playing days, it was common for athletes to participate in underground Rock'em Sock'em Robots tournaments. Everybody knew what was going on, but it was very illegal. Sort of like the movie Bloodsport, but with robots. He really wasn't a great ball player, but he was considered the world's greatest Rock'em Sock'em champion. This was in the late 60s, so we were right in the middle of the Cold War. The Soviet Union, seeking world dominance into everything, especially Rock'em Sock'em, tried very hard to recruit Tony to their side. They offered him millions of dollars, a big fancy mansion, and the finest Lada hatchback money could buy. They even called him Tony LaRussa. But Tony was a true patriot and could not be swayed even though the Oakland A's didn't pay very well. And Tony hated dill. The Soviets put dill on everything. Let's fast forward to the 1980 Winter Olympics. Times were tense and the Soviet hockey team was poised to destroy everyone on the ice. They were obviously great at Rock'em Sock'em too. So great that they challenged America's best, being our man Tony, to come out of Rock'em Sock'em retirement and eat dill-covered crow. Tony was content as the manager of the White Sox and wanted no part of it, but the US was scared. They were scared that the Soviets would be so offended if Tony didn't play that they would revert to warfare. World peace was on thin ice. Tony agreed. Like I said, he was a patriot, but the US government actually wanted him to throw the match. They felt that if the Soviets were happy and content, then they weren't a threat. We just wanted to get through the Winter Olympics without the threat of nuclear war. Everything was in place. Tony was to duke it out with the Soviet hockey team the night before the first game of the medal round. He couldn't do it, though. He just couldn't throw the game. It turned out to be a plastic bloodbath. Tony defeated those Soviets in the most one-sided match of Rock'em Sock'em Robots the world has ever seen. They were so shell-shocked that the next day they couldn't even defeat the lowly US Olympic hockey team full of operation-playing nerds. Jimmy Carter was furious with LaRussa at first, but Tony knew exactly what he was doing. The Soviets tasted defeat, and even though it wasn't the best, even with dill, it was palatable. 10 years later, the Communist Party lost control of the Soviet Union and the Cold War finally ended. It was Tony's innate sense of how and when to win that led him to 6 pennants, 3 World Series trophies, and a place not only in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but the International Underground Rock'em Sock'em Hall of Fame as well. There's my doodle and that 68 card I picked up, and here's a little trick I picked up from TTM Troy, custom stickers. Off to the mailbox. Alright, let's see what we got. Awesome sauce! Sign the card and the doodle beautifully. I sent this one to Autographs for a Cure. I actually think it's sold already, but I encourage you to go check them out. Thank you so much, Mr. LaRussa, for all you've done for world peace and baseball, of course. And thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada, and we'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there, friends.